Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. I have a bit of a different video for you guys today. I said I was going to do this last year, but I just never got around to do it. But basically I'm going to give you guys some recommendations for some romance manga that you should be reading instead of sleeping. I'm just kidding, by the way. You guys should be getting your sleep. Don't be like me, please. Now, I would like to preface this by saying that all the series I'm going to talk about here have either made me squeal or roll around in my bed. And there's like two series here that's actually made me cry. So we're going to start out with the series that have actually made me cry. And first off, I have my daily report about my witch senpai. Okay, now here we have our two main characters. We have Shizuka, who is a witch and lives in Tokyo, and we have Misuno, who is an office worker and is her kohai. Now they both work in an office, and that's where they met and where they slowly start to get to know each other. And that's basically what we see here. We see like their little adventures, how they grow closer to each other and get to know each other, and eventually leads to romance. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well then why did it make you cry if it's such a cute story? So the reason why this made me cry was because, first of all, it was tears of joy, but second of all, is because Shizuka used to be part of a toxic and abusive relationship, and seeing her grow and get out of that relationship and really stand up for herself truly brought, like, it really touched my heart. Like, I'm getting like a little bit emotional just talking about it right now, but it really touched my heart. And to top that off, Misuno here with the green flag, man, he is so understanding and gentle and kind to her. He gives her space when he needs to, and just overall I really love this couple right here and the story overall. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's only 2 volumes long. I wish it was longer, honestly. I am aware that there's a sequel, but I just haven't gone around to get into it. I don't even know if it's been licensed as well or how far into the story it is. But either way, these 2 volumes I absolutely love. I wish this series was honestly much longer than just the 2 volumes. But yes, we love both Shizuka and Mizuno here. If you can, please pick up and support this mangaka, this series, please. I absolutely love it, and I feel like a lot of people will like it as well, especially because it's short, but it still tells like a very like a good story overall. So yeah, I highly recommend this one. Now the next series I'm going to talk about, there is unfortunately no physical release. It's only digital, but nonetheless it's still a really good story, and that is a side character's love story. Now this series has also made me cry, tears of absolute happiness and joy. In this series we follow Nobuko, who she is a college student, but she also works at this like grocery store. Now Nobuko herself is a very shy, introverted person. She has social anxiety, but nonetheless she has a crush on one of her coworkers who also happens to be her same age and goes to the same university as her, and that is Irie. Now Irie, along with Misuno from daily report of my witch senpai, is probably one of my favorite male protagonists or male leads in a romance series. Irie himself is also a bit of an introvert. He's kind of shy, but he's straightforward and a kind person overall. Now the reason why he gets shy is because he's never experienced love before, so he doesn't really know how to react or act towards these feelings that he's getting. Now going back to Nobuko, like I said, she has social anxiety, she's very shy, but seeing not just her but also Irie get out of their comfort zones because they truly care about each other and start taking steps towards one another was truly heartwarming, and it just brought tears to my eye. You're not just cheering on Nobuko, but also you're cheering on Irie. That's another thing I really like about the series, is that you don't just get Nobuko's perspective, but you also get Irie's perspective. And to top that off, the friend group they have going on, oh my gosh, chef's kiss. So their friend group that they have going on, they're not necessarily like too pushy, but they're more encouraging. They truly care about Nobuko and Irie and really want them to be together, and they like, they're just so good. I love everything about this series. It truly holds a special place in my heart. Like I said, I think it might be my favorite romance manga. I just really like the story. And another like random little thing I really like about this is how normal the characters are. They don't feel out of place. They feel like normal people. They feel like their age. They feel like any college student or any university student would act. I really appreciate that. I really highly recommend this story. Like I said, unfortunately, no physical volumes, only digital. But nonetheless, I'm glad we have it digitally. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about it because otherwise I'll keep rambling about it. So I'm gonna move on to the next manga recommendation I have on this list. Okay, so the next series I have on this list is Hi, I Am a Witch and My Crush Wants Me to Make a Love Potion. So this series was actually one of my favorite series of 2023. And so basically we follow our main protagonist, who is a witch. She lives in the woods, and one day, a man comes to her doorstep and asks her for a love potion. Now, this man is one of the knights of the kingdom and also happens to be the person she has a crush on. What I really like about this story is that our main protagonist, she's pretty self-aware and understands that she's kind of delulu for liking somebody she's never officially met. She's only caught a glimpse of his character and personality one day that they happen to both be in town, and since then she's like had a crush on this man. Either way, she ends up taking the job because she doesn't really have a good excuse to turn him away, and on top of that, she gets to be visited by him. Now, our knight here, he is initially very wary of her, but as he starts to visit her and brings her the ingredients for the love potion, we get to see that her one-sided love might not be so one-sided, because when this man falls, he falls hard. It's just a really cute series overall, and honestly I think that along with the rest of the series I have here and the ones I spoke about before, it's really easy to get into. One thing though, that the releases are very slow. I think only 2 volumes, I think only volume 2 and 3 came out last year. I really like the series, but I just wish the releases were a lot faster. But anyways, moving on to the next series I have in this list. Let me get this out of the way. Now the next series is My Summer of You. And in this story, we follow 2 high school boys who bond over their love or interest of cinema. They like to watch films together, and we see them quickly become friends until one of them confesses to the other that they have feelings for that person. Now, our main protagonist is the one who gets confessed to, and he is a bit perplexed by the confession because he's interested to know why his friend has fallen for him. But either way, they live their daily lives as usual. They still hang around each other, and eventually it becomes a romance between both of them. Now, there is drama in this story. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful shot. There is drama in this story, but I never felt like it was dragged out or anything like that. I feel honestly like this is a very easy read, and honestly I just really like the 2 main characters. I've only read the first volume and I really enjoyed it. I'm aware that there's 2 more volumes. I think I have one right here. I have the second volume right here, and if I'm correct, I believe this is when they're in college. So I'm very interested where this story will go. Either way, I still really like the first volume. The first volume by itself was honestly very good, but I'm very happy that there's 3 volumes. So there's a second volume and there's another volume that I haven't gotten yet, and I'm excited to start reading this one. Now that is it for my list. I know it's a very small list, but I still wanted to share these recommendations with you guys. And I do have actually a TBR list. I will start reading both Ogi Summer Break and Like a Butterfly. I feel like I've read Like a Butterfly before, but I'm not too sure. But either way, I got the first volume of each of these series. I know this is I don't know how long the series is, but I know this is a bit of a longer series. I think there's like 4 volumes out right now. I only have the first one, and I want to see if I like it or not. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this one. I can already tell though. So I hope you guys at least found one series here that you guys were interested in. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. It must be fine.